I remember my prom night like it was yesterday. The excitement, the anticipation, the fear of the unknown. It was supposed to be a night filled with laughter, joy, and unforgettable memories. But little did I know, it would turn into a horrifying ordeal that would haunt me for the rest of my life. The evening began with a sense of glamour and elegance. My friends and I had spent hours getting ready, making sure every detail was perfect. We arrived at the grand ballroom, greeted by the flickering lights and the enchanting melodies that filled the air. It was a night that promised dreams come true. As the night progressed, I found myself captivated by the enchantment that surrounded me. The music swept me away, and the laughter echoed through the room. But amidst the jovial atmosphere, there was an eerie presence that lingered, almost palpable. It started with a strange whisper that sent chills down my spine. I brushed it off as my imagination running wild, but the feeling of being watched persisted. I glanced around, searching for the source of the unease, but everything seemed normal. The masked faces of my classmates smiled and danced, oblivious to the impending horror that awaited us. The clock struck midnight, and the room seemed to grow colder. Suddenly, the lights flickered and dimmed, casting long, eerie shadows on the walls. Panic gripped the room as everyone exchanged worried glances. Something was terribly wrong. That's when the doors slammed shut, sealing us inside. The music stopped, leaving us in an unsettling silence. The once cheerful atmosphere transformed into a suffocating darkness, and a sense of dread washed over us like a tidal wave. Whispers grew louder, originating from every corner of the room. Words of malevolence and despair filled the air, echoing through the haunted hallways of my mind. I felt a cold hand brush against my arm, and I recoiled in horror. The presence was no longer just a feeling, it was real, and it was here with us. Panic consumed us as we desperately tried to find a way out. But the doors remained locked, trapping us in this nightmarish purgatory. In the dim light, I could see the terrified faces of my friends, their eyes reflecting the terror we all shared. Then, one by one, the whispers grew louder, morphing into blood-curdling screams that pierced through the silence. Shadows danced across the walls, contorting into grotesque figures that seemed to feed off our fear. The once elegant ballroom transformed into a twisted maze of horrors. In a state of sheer terror, I stumbled upon a hidden passage concealed behind a bookshelf. It was a small ray of hope in the darkness. I beckoned to my friends, urging them to follow me. As we entered the passage, we could still hear the screams and the sounds of chaos behind us. The passage led us to a forgotten basement, a labyrinth of cobwebs and decay. We pressed on, our hearts pounding in our chests, praying that it would lead us to safety. But as we turned a corner, we were met with a horrifying sight. Lined against the walls were lifeless mannequins, each one wearing prom dresses and tuxedos. Their glassy eyes seemed to follow our every move, their frozen smiles mocking our terror. It was a gallery of lost souls trapped in eternal prom night, their spirits forever trapped in this house of horrors. We continued to navigate through the maze, the air growing thicker with each step. Eventually, we stumbled upon an exit, bursting out into the cold night air. We were free, but the horrors we witnessed at night would forever haunt our dreams. Prom night was meant to be a night of celebration and joy, but for us, it became a nightmare we could never forget. The whispers, the screams, the demonic presence that surrounded us, it was a glimpse into the abyss of true horror. Years have passed since that fateful night, but the memories remain etched in my mind. Prom nights may come and go, But the true horror that hides beneath the surface will forever lurk, waiting for its next unsuspecting victims.